Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Yair Banyanya. Come with a quick lesson. I pray it's edifying to the flock. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hawashai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash, double honors, apostle, elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This lesson is going into judgment, another lesson of judgment. If you're sick of us doing lessons on judgment, sorry to say, but we're gonna keep doing it because Yahweh Bashem Shai is bringing mass judgment throughout this earth, and we have to bring it out because you have to understand that he needs to be feared, and the things he's doing, that should make you afraid of him, and that should get you in order to do the things that are pleasing to him, the things he asks of us to do. Excuse me, Slaki. But I pray this lesson is edifying to the flock. Without further ado, let me get to the video, the news report.
Tragedy beyond comprehension. That is how the boss of the world football has described the crush at a match in Indonesia that has killed at least 125 people. It's thought to be the deadliest stadium disaster in more than half a century. FIFA President Gianni Infantino said his thoughts were with the families of the victims. It happened in Malang on the island of Java, where fans of a local team ran onto the pitch after they lost against their bitter rivals. Police fired tear gas. As panic spread, thousands surged towards the exits where many suffocated. A warning: you might find some of Shelley Phelps's report distressing.
Chaos erupted as fans stormed the pitch moments after the final whistle on the match which saw Arema lose at home to Persebaya Surabaya. Players had to be ushered away by security. Police say they started firing tear gas in response to the situation.
It was the feeling of disappointment that prompted the supporters to go down to the field to ask the players why they lost the game. That's when the security team moved in for prevention efforts, so they won't get onto the field or interact with the players. During that process, in the prevention effort, tear gas was fired because it had gotten anarchic. They started attacking officers, they damaged cars.
The tear gas caused the crowd to surge towards the exit, where many people were crushed. The tragedy is already one of the world's deadliest sporting disasters, and the number of fatalities is rising. Scores of injured people are being treated in nearby hospitals. In a statement, Indonesia's Football Association expressed its deepest condolences for what happened to football lovers in the country. Indonesia's president has ordered the authorities to thoroughly re-evaluate security at football matches.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I regret this tragedy and I hope this is the last tragedy to occur in Indonesian football. We cannot have any more in the future. Sportsmanship, humanity and brotherhood in the nation should be upheld together.
The Premier Football League has been ordered to suspend all matches until what happened has been investigated. Shelley Phelps, BBC News.
Joining me from Bali in Indonesia is Resti Lunia, Asia reporter for the South China Morning Post. So many victims. Have they all been identified yet, Resti?
The police said that dozens of bodies are yet to be identified, and indicating that they might be teenagers or children because the age limit to get citizenship ID in Indonesia is 17 years old. So it's also quite telling that a lot of teenagers and children are becoming the victims in this tragedy.
Scores of people in hospital as well, so presumably, unfortunately, the number of dead could well rise.
Yes, because we are receiving conflicting reports from the police and also the local institutions, including the search and rescue agency, because the police so far has said that officially 129 people killed, but we are also receiving reports from the search and rescue agency that at least 174 or 182 victims in this tragedy.
Pitch invasions, football violence, not uncommon in Indonesia, but is it uncommon for police to use tear gas and fire it inside the stadium?
It is rare that the police actually disperse the crowd inside the stadium using tear gas, but somehow it's not shocking for a lot of Indonesians because we often see the police heavy-handed approach to disperse the crowd during riots, during protests, especially in Jakarta and other big cities. They quick to use tear gas, but it is very rare for them to use tear gas inside the stadium. Normally, like when there's riot during football matches, they use tear gas outside of the stadium. So everybody was taken aback by this heavy-handed approach by the police.
Yeah, I was reading, actually, I didn't know this beforehand, that FIFA rules regulate that police in attendance must not carry tear gas or indeed firearms. So this is flouting the FIFA rules themselves. One other issue, though, is that it seems that 3,000 or 4,000 more people were allowed into the stadium beyond its capacity. What is being said about that?
There are criticism about that because normally during the night matches on the Premier League, they don't broadcast it for TV, or like they wouldn't allow like audience, especially during high rivalry matches like Arema versus Persebaya, which are first rivals. So everybody criticized that they actually allowed more people and they actually broadcast it. It's all for TV ratings. So it's also like one question that they will have to answer during investigation.
So you saw from the news report, they say 120, I think 124, but it was saying that the number of deaths were at 172 to like 184, somewhere around there. So the numbers went up. Over a football game. In other parts of the world, they call soccer football. A soccer game. The fans came on the field because they want to know why the team didn't win. We didn't win because we didn't win. We lost. You know, the pride of people thinking they need to come on the field to talk to the players. These guys, this is a job for these people. You don't go to other people's job and tell them why they're not, why aren't you working more? So why is it you find the need to come and tell them stuff? But at the end of the day, this is all through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, bringing judgment upon this earth. Even at a sporting event, you can catch the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Let me see. I had a scripture I wanted to go into. Lock it one moment. Let me pull it up. It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And it reads, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." There was no love at that soccer game. People are waxing colder and colder as the time goes on. Now the cops came out to use tear gas on the people, and they ran away. But through them running, there was people that got trampled, and that's a bad way to get to die. To getting trampled to death, that's a bad way to go. And Yahweh Shemashah is putting that spirit out there, that spirit of vengeance. He's the one that's causing all these things to happen. It's through his will. It's through his will. I got another scripture I want to go into. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 6. Because to every purpose there is a time and judgment. Therefore the misery of man is great upon him. You see? There's a time and a place for everything, right? You read that in the first chapter of Ecclesiastes. There's a time and a place for everything. The time and place for judgment is now and in the near future. Yahweh Shem Yahshai is bringing judgment upon the earth. Like I said, even at a sporting event game, you're going to catch the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. They said that's the worst tragedy at a sporting events game. 184 people. This is why you're supposed to fear Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Because he can get you even at a place where you're going to relax and have a good time. You can get the judgment of him. It said, therefore the misery of man is great upon him. Yes, the misery of man is great because the people of this earth have been doing nothing but iniquity, which is sin stacked upon sin. So there's great misery that's going to befall them. Because Yahweh Shem Shai is tired of the things these people are doing. It's time for his judgments to be brought out. So this is why these things are happening. Let me see. Oh, Psalms chapter, let me see. Yeah, that's all I can. Psalms chapter 9, verse 8. And he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. Yahweh Shem Yahshai judgments are righteous. They are righteous because these people have been doing sin. Iniquity. Iniquity is sin stacked upon sin. They've been sinning. These judgments are righteous judgments because he has to take these people out. Because in the kingdom of heaven, righteousness will flourish. Iniquity will be gone. And this world has brought about much iniquity, has reached to the heavens. So Yahweh Shem Shai has to call these people's number, so to speak. And he's sending out those angels to take people off the planet. And that's what he did at that sporting event, that football game. 184 people got taken. And in case you don't know, the country of Indonesia is what's the word? They're Muslims. They believe in Islam. And I don't know if you heard it in the news report. The guy said Salam Alaikum and so forth. You know, people that's Muslim, they say that. The country is the biggest Muslim Islamic country on the earth. I think they said there's like 1 billion Muslims that come from Indonesia. So there you go, right there. You're believing in you're believing in a false religion and a false God, Allah, and a false deity. Hey, yeah, how about you? Gonna get you. He's gonna get you because at one point in the time, the world, all the people on the earth knew about the God of Israelites, the one true living God, Yahweh. But through the process of time, people forgot, and now they just follow whatever they follow these days, which is not the truth according to the scriptures, and not Yahweh. So again, this is one of the reasons why mass judgment is going out through the earth. All right. I'm on Psalm chapter 9, verse 16 through 20. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executeth. This is Yahweh Shema Shai again. He executed this judgment. Okay, it wasn't Satan. It wasn't the spiritual demon Satan. It wasn't anyone but Yahweh Shema Shai. He's the one that causes all these things. Pursuant to Deuteronomy, the second chapter, the 39th verse. It tells you that. It tells you he kills, he makes alive. Okay? He's the one that does all these things. Continuing on, it says the wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgin Selah. The people of the earth are wicked. A snare is a trap. They are trapped in the work of their own hands. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to get them. He's going to judge them. He's going to judge them. That's it. Because that's all they want to do. They know, especially 2/3 of our people, so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, Israelites, that's all they know is to do wicked. But to do good, they don't know anything about that. To do righteousness, they don't know anything about that. They looking dumbfounded, like, huh? But they can teach you how to make crack. They can teach you how to make meth. They can teach you how to do scams and so forth. They teach you all wickedness. So the world has to get judged because that's all this place is. Especially in times we live in now. It's horrible out here. Verse 17, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It just told you, hell's a condition. The world is in a hellish condition right now. Hell is not a place where you burn forever. Okay, that's false. It's a condition, and this world is hell. The way how people have to live out here in these different societies we're living in throughout the earth is hell. And it said that the nations and all the nations that forget Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, they have forgot him, like I mentioned before. But they're going to remember him soon enough. As we speaking now, he's bringing out judgment upon judgment. And then that mass judgment, that the big one, that's when they're going. Everybody is going. Babylon, America is going to get it, but other parts of the earth are going to get it too. But in the kingdom of heaven, all will know the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That's it. They won't forget anymore in that time. Verse 18, for the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. The needy are talking about the Israelites. Because we have been forgotten as a people. When you tell people so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans are Israelites, they're like, nah, no, you're not. What? You're African. They're Hispanic. They're natives. The bywords that that's been put on us as a people. They don't know us as the chosen people of the Bible, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, or the children of Israel. They don't know that. So we've been forgotten. But it says the expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Because in the kingdom, soon enough, they're going to know that when we go out in the highways and byways and bring these things out, they're going to know that the things that we've been bringing out are true. And they're going to know that so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel. The whole earth will know then. And especially in the kingdom of heaven, you won't be able to deny it then. Verse 19, arise, O Lord, let not man prevail, let the heathen be judged in thy sight. See? The heathens, which a good number of those people in Indonesia are heathens, they're being judged in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's sight. Okay? The judgment is coming down upon them and other people on the earth. And the Israelites have been scattered to those lands, they're going to get judged too. There's a lot of them going to be 2/3, and they will be judged. Verse 20, put them in fear, O Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Selah. See? It says put them in fear, because that news report, that made a lot of people afraid. Going to a sporting event, a place of recreation, and 184 people were killed. No one was expecting that. Put them in fear, O Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. These people are afraid now, and more people are going to be afraid. Just had the hurricane that just passed. How many people died in Florida because of that hurricane? How many people died in that typhoon about a week or so back? That other hurricane that happened in Puerto Rico, the earthquake that happened in I can't remember where it was now. I can't remember where it was, but a lot of people died in that too. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is bringing judgment upon the nations, because it says that they may know themselves to be but men. Because at the end of the day, we're just men. We're just humans. We are not anywhere close to Yahweh Shem Yahushai or the angels. So you gonna realize you're just a man, and you are a low creature, a low stature, because a lot of people puff themselves up to think that they're higher. But that's through what Esau Edom has been pushing throughout the earth. Especially their people thinking themselves to be gods. So listen. Judgment is going out. More judgment's going out. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not playing. And this is just one of many mass killings that we're going to hear about. There's more to come. There's more to come. We're going to keep hearing more and more. This is why a lot of people don't want to watch the news anymore. Because they want to live in that fantasy bubble and try to distance themselves from reality of what's going on in the earth. But you can't. More and more stuff is going to happen. Better get with it. You better get with it. You better fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. But most people aren't going to fear because they don't know about the one true living God, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But we know. People that's in this walk, this truth. We know. So brothers and sisters, stay on the right path. Keep praying, keep fasting, and pray Yahweh Shem Yahushai keeps you safe in the times that we're coming into. I pray that was edifying to the flock. In closing, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak Wadash. Double honors Apostle Elder Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Till next time.